Hmm. What's up, you guys? Back again here. We're gonna do just I'm gonna be live for a little bit, ask any questions you guys have, or if you guys have any tickers you guys want me to cover, let me know. We're also gonna look at some unusual whales and just see if we can find anything. And if you guys appreciate these videos, please hit the like button for me. Do appreciate that, and it helps my channel out a bunch. And yeah, that helps out for real. So, I'm gonna actually ask any questions. Let me post any comments, any tickers you guys want. Tickers to look at, and we can look at those guys. And Trippy was gonna join me, but he just bailed for some reason, so it's just gonna be me for now. I think the first thing I want to talk about is gonna be the CPI going into tomorrow. These numbers came out today, 7.1 versus the expectation was 7.7, or previous forecast was 7.3. So previous 7.7, today's numbers came out as a 7.1. So year over year, looks like CPI is finally starting to trend down. The forecast was 7.3, and we basically came in way underneath. So that's what caused the big rip in today's market. And then over the CPI month over month from last month, the forecast was 0.3%, and then the change actually was only 0.1. So people are leaning a little bullish going into, looks like Trippy's not going to join right now. He's going to go eat. Okay, that's fine. So we're leaning a little bullish going into tomorrow. I think everyone's expecting 50 basis point for tomorrow's decision, or the interest rate decision, which will this will all come out tomorrow around 1 o'clock, and then we'll actually get some big volatility after that. But if you guys have any triggers to look at, let me know. I think what's gonna happen is we should probably tune into this. I'm not sure how futures are doing right now. Let me see. Webull. Let me look at Webull. I think our futures up right now. No, we're down. We're sideways. I think we're gonna run up tomorrow. So there's one thing here. There's possibly a bear flag here, which we could be breaking down. But I don't really think this matters because we're gonna wait on Powell anyway, and then we're gonna make our move, right? So I think with the good CPI that we got, I think we most likely trend upwards, or kind of neutral upwards. And then once the numbers come out, which will be everything as we expect, nothing new, right? 50 basis point, I think we're going to shoot up. But then after maybe Powell, just depending on his tone, if he's kind of hawkish and bearish and stuff, we'll probably pull back down. So this is obviously this is not scale. We probably just go to 405, right? We probably just go up to 405 and then kind of wait on Powell. Numbers come out, and then maybe we go up a little higher. But then I think once Powell speaks, that can definitely change the trend or the tone and set the market. So basically numbers came in good, but we need to get the blessing that everything's good on the on the Fed, right? So that's what people are looking at. As far as like watch lists and stuff, I don't really have a watch list. There's one that I'm interested in, and that's DraftKings. Well, Nvidia, I'm interested in Nvidia too, but we can start with DraftKings if you guys want. So this one looks like it's trying to break back down underneath like its major support, which is down here around 350, 360, and it looks like it just keeps making higher lower highs basically. Fuck. how's that go? Lower highs, right? So we're like here, we're here, so maybe a little more downside pop and then continue going down. But overall, the trend looks like to be bearish. And the reason is because if you go to the daily, we've had like this long trend down this way, which we've been making higher lows or lower highs. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Lower highs. So now that we're breaking these trends, we do have some downside down to like $12. Maybe retest these lows down here. So just a couple important levels, I guess, would be like with these areas of consolidation. But overall, the trend seems to be bearish, right? And so that's what I'm looking at. This is one of my big plays that I like to watch. I mean, I've kind of been talking about DraftKings for a while now. We were talking about it here. I think we're gonna either break out or come down to $13. Just because of the consolidation. Like we had like 2 weeks of consolidation, so it looks like we're doing the move to the downside. I will say though, like on the daily, this trend that we've got here, we are retesting it. So if we get good stuff, this thing is gonna rocket to the upside, possibly $17. So that's the upside, I would say. The downside, we've got down to like low mid 12s, and then our big level is gonna be down here at a 11.5. So really like a $1 increment. So that's gonna be one of the plays I'm watching. And then the other one I have is Nvidia, but this one's actually bullish, and it's going to take a lot for this to turn trend. Right now, we're basically along this support, then we started forming this new base, and most recently we started forming another base. So the first step for this to actually start changing trend is going to start breaking down this trend here, which is like gonna be a lot of work, honestly. We first gotta fill the gap. So if stuff does come bearish, then I think this will move really quickly. This will be a nice inflection point where we can start actually looking at being bearish. Luckily, some of the puts that I have, they don't expire till the end of the month, so I do have a little bit more time on those. But yeah, this is definitely one that has the most meat on the bone. If things go bad on the Fed decision stuff, just the whole rate decision, if everything goes bad, I think this will be the one to definitely look to the downside. I think to the upside, it's kind of capped out. It did have like a cup and handle, so technically it already broke out. And I guess you could do the cup and handle at this level. And then this was the handle, and it already broke out, so it can definitely like have more legs and go basically back up to like 212, like up to this level, stronger support level, which would be resistance now. That would be the risk to the upside, or the bullishness. Well, let me add these levels here first. So we've got like 192, and then we'll have like the 212, 213 level. So but the thing that's crazy with Nvidia is it's like done like almost 80% move. Well, actually $80, not 80%, $80, which doesn't make sense. But I think that's the only one that I really have on my watch list. I've also been watching Etoro. This is a natural gas stock, and I really like this one because it's been bearish for a long time. We're basically back to the levels before the war and stuff, and today I think had a nice pullback. It's still holding these previous lows, so I'm looking for more bullishness, but we just gotta wait, I think. Let me see if I can find the support that I was looking at. So if it can start breaking out, I think I posted this one on the chart, actually on Twitter. Yeah, so this is what I posted yesterday. It did break out of this, like it had a breakout. So I think I had it to where it was like right here. Let me see if I can play it. I think we had it to like right here. And well, I think we had it to like this level right here. I think it was like closed at market yesterday. And then, yeah, it was like somewhere around here. So basically from this resistance here and this trend, it's just consolidating. So I was expecting a breakout or a breakdown. And since I'm kind of bullish on natural gas with some of the storm stuff that came out, I was expecting either a gap up or something. It did gap up, but immediately it got shot down. But now it looks like it's consolidating again. It's a pretty good consolidation, actually. So I think tomorrow we could have a nice leg, either to the upside. I think we could retouch that 550 again. I'm not exactly sure what natural gas is doing right now, but that's to the upside. I like this one. This is on the 15-minute, which is probably the best time frame to look at right now. If we can break out of like 515, we can actually start changing the trend, because you can see our downtrend's been right here for the longest. We're finally trading to the right and to the up of it. So that's bullish for this. And this has been like since end of end of November, beginning of December. So this is the main one that I'm focused on right now, actually. But I would buy shares for this one if you're gonna do anything with this one. Yeah, this one looks just prime to break out. So much consolidation here. It looks like it wants to break out, and the downtrend on this is basically all of this right here. So I'm excited for this one. So that's covering. And if you guys have any tickers, please put them in the chat, because I don't have many more to look at. What's the other ones that I had listed on here? Docu and GameStop. Let's just take. Oh, AMC is one that I was interested in. I haven't looked at the chart heavily, but it does look bullish because it broke out of this downtrend that we have. So in the morning it gapped up and then it got shorted, but it started forming this nice base here around 550. So I think if it can hold these levels up here, we can possibly retrend back up to the $6 level. Yeah, like it can finally start making some moves to the upside, right? Once you get outside of these downtrends, you can start working your way back up. So looking for some continuation here tomorrow, maybe the end of the week. So this will be a nice one to look at. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but bullish momentum. It looks like it got into bullish, wanted to come back in, but it did a nice bounce there. So it looks like it's strong. The MACD is crossing, which is nice here. So nice cross D MACD there. So I like AMC. That's another one that I think is good. Yeah, Trippy, he was gonna get food and stuff, but he just didn't show up, so we're gonna go without him. I don't see anybody asking questions, so let me take any. I'll take any questions. I'm gonna browse through some of my watch lists and see what's good in here. Actually, let's use the unusual whales. How about that? Oh, and you guys can follow me on Twitter too. I post some plays and some clout and stuff sometimes, so if you guys want to check me out there, you can. Let's go to unusual whales. This is where I found the AMC stuff, actually. So I talked about this earlier today. There was like for AMC, there was a $6.50 calls for next week. Now this isn't just one order, this is the volume for the day, but unusually large volume. $6.50 would be like a 15% or 13% to the upside. So that's a big move to the upside. People were trading this option specifically. Over $900,000 was traded today. So we'll see how much of this volume actually sticks for tomorrow. But that was definitely interesting, and it's on the bullish side of the premium. So it looks like stuff got bought on the ask, which we would like to assume is bullish. So let's look at just see if we can find anything on here. I like to omit Tesla and Apple, and then we're gonna do both calls and puts. Well, we can just do calls for now. Let's just do calls. We're gonna do like 200 volume. I like to do 2 there, and then 35, and we'll leave all those there. So that's what I got posted right now. And I do have a link for this, guys. If you guys want to sign up for this, there's an affiliate link down below, and you can save 5%. You can just sign up for free, and then you can upgrade later if you like. But it does help my channel if you use my code. So I do appreciate the support there. We're going to do sort by premium here, and we're going to omit Tesla and Apple because so many options are traded on that, so it's just pointless. And we're going to go and just look at, right now we're looking at calls. So we're going to look at calls that are leaning more bullish. Right, so the first one that came in was like 68% bullish from Moderna. The 220 calls for this week, 150%. Moderna had a huge day, by the way. This might be an interesting one you guys are interested in. This one, I took a big L on this a long time ago, and I knew it was going to break back up to the upside after this long consolidation phase. I didn't play this, but I had a feeling this thing was coming because it was on this uptrend and it was consolidating for like a week or two. So these actually should have paid pretty nicely if you got long enough time. But yeah, I missed this train here. Right now, it looks like honestly, it looks like a cup handle, it broke out possibly. So if it can hold $200, then it could possibly run back up to these lower these lower highs up here, which are going to be like 220, about 215, which isn't a big move, honestly. It's just like maybe, let's just do the math real quick. So from 200 to like 215, it's only a 5% move. So not too big of a move there. I think this one's not bad. The move for this, I guess, would be expected if this is a cup and handle, and if it holds above those levels, then we're talking about possibly. This is a cup and handle right here. Then we have the handle right here. Right, so usually the breakout it's gonna be like, let's just say the breakout's up here. Do that there. Like 250, it looks like the breakout would be up to like 250 possibly. If it can hold like 200, if it can break out of 200. But I think a lot of stuff doesn't really matter right now. I think this is bullish, honestly. Like, it's holding this uptrend still. Yeah, and it looks like the MACD wants to cross back up of more bullishness, bullish momentum. So this one's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, MACD or Moderna. There's these are for this week. I don't think, yeah, these are for this week. I don't think these expire in the money. It'd be insane. It's another 11% out the money right now. So I would be wary of these, and I might actually just take these off the 16s because they're so close to expiration. I don't want to play too risky there. Let's look at these here. UAL, $42 calls for the week out, 800,000 in premium. Let's look at the chart first. And we'll see if that aligns with our thesis. So honestly, I like this to the downside. It had a huge red day and it had a huge consolidation phase. So after a good consolidation phase and it starts breaking underneath the support, then it's going to probably do a move similar to the consolidation. So I'm probably thinking maybe 35 longer term, but I think at the very least maybe 38. Now this is a slower moving stock, so this one, I mean, this was a big day for it today. $3. It normally only does like $1 or $2 from 43 to 44. Yeah, so it doesn't really move much. So this is a big move. So I'd probably wait to let the IV cool off a little bit. But bearish momentum there, MACD's bearish, it got rejected there and it kept going down. So yeah, I'm actually low-key leaning bearish on this one on a longer time frame. But yeah, on every time frame actually. Let's look at 15-minute time frames because that's what we're looking at right now for shorter time frame pricing or whatever. So we're just adding the support right there. So the reason I added this here is because we've got previous history around these levels. So I've added that there. So we've got a little bit more downside, but it looks like it's consolidating right now on the 15-minute. So right here we've got consolidation. So it might be a little bit longer till we break out. If we break out of this little pennant, then we'll probably retest the low 40s here, I think, which will be like 430, 40.50, about 40.30, something right there. Yeah. Let me see. I think that's all I have on UNL. I mean, so the calls came in for sure. These are week outs. So these definitely came in, and if these are bullish, then this pennant could break back to the upside. Right, once we break out of this downtrend, then there's very little resistance back up to $42. So I'm gonna add these to I'm gonna add these to my watch list. We can also just copy this really quick and just look at UAL. My internet sucks right now. Average view duration. My internet's slow right now, brother. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at UAL, and we're gonna do both calls and puts. Just remove some of these metrics because we don't care for this specific one. We're gonna take some of this. Why is it not showing it? Hey, what's up? Good evening. Good evening. What's up? Eating? Good evening. Good evening. How you feeling? It's over? Wow. Hold on. We have calls coming in on UAL for 42 and 44. That's a lot of money on these. 800,000 and 260,000. Everything else is like small, minical, sminical, or what's the word? Munical? What's the word? Trippy. Damn. It's like small compared to these. Look at these two orders for today. UAL 42s, UAL 44s. 6,000 volume, 8,000 volume. Leaning bullish right now. Let me look at. Damn, Trippy left again. Wow. Did he get mad? Alright, so what I was gonna just talk about is. Wow, actually, wow. So 15-minute time frame pennant here. There might be upside here, actually. Did they have news, though? That's what I'm gonna look up really quick. Let me look that up really quick. I'm just gonna go to news and stuff. UAL looks like it's bullish. So you can break out of this little pennant here that we got. UAL news. We are planning for a mid-recession next year. That's not good. Preparing for mild economic recession. United Airlines CEO, you may see pre-recessionary behavior if you squint hard. Oh, United Airlines orders significant win for Boeing. So it looks like this stuff is more bullish for Boeing than it is United Airlines. I'm trying to see why United Airlines dumped today. So we're going to have to look at that really quick. Trippy just left for some reason, or for no reason. Let's look. United Airlines, UAL stock news. We're going to look at that really quick. Why hit turbulence today? Let's look. Announced an order for up to 200 Boeing airplanes. Yeah, so it looks like it's more bullish for Boeing stock. After an initial surge higher, the stock fell back with broader market. Oh, the company has potential to be a long-term winner, but it could stumble if economy falls into recession. So did it gap up and then it came down, or what happened with it? So it closed here at 44, opened at 45, almost, yeah, 45 and a half. And then after the market sell-off, it looks like it started coming down pretty aggressive. So based off some of these chain orders that we're looking at, there's a lot of money on the 42s and 44 calls. And these have decent open interest, like very little compared to the volume. So I would definitely look at 42s for next week. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of volume compared to open interest. So we're going to expand on these and see if there's good history. And if you guys have any tickers, put them in the comments. Trippy should be back soon. He can help talk about any stocks you guys want. I'm filling in for him right now. Is this his show? Nah, it's not his show. It's just a casual stream right now. What I'm gonna do is go to filters and we're gonna size this up by 25 just to get a better picture of the numbers coming in. Let's do 50. There's a lot of money here. On the ask side, these are losing a lot of money though. Look, so this guy did 26,000. They bought him at $1.10. and then somebody else bought them again at 85 cents. At the end of the day, they closed at about $1, so they didn't really move throughout the day. A lot of volatility. Let's look at something bigger. Let's see if we do 80, what we get for sizing. Yeah, so big size order here, but that's neutral. This is the big money right here, 63,000 at 85. So these guys are up. Then these guys are down. And the big orders are up here at the end of the day. 21K, 14 or 17K at the ask. So I guess we want to lean bullish, right? There's nothing like as a spread or nothing. There's nothing unusual here. It's just mostly on the ask side, it looks like. So it's probably people buying these up. Let me see why Trippy left really quick. If he's coming back. If not, we'll just go on without him, like we always do. He's just inconsistent, unfortunately. He disappears. He goes, eats. He comes back. He doesn't come back. So this is the level we're watching down here, 40, about 40 and a half. That's on a bigger time frame. We're going to start trading on the shorter time frame though, 15-minute frame. So we've got some consolidation here, nice support here going alongside resistance. So once these levels fill out, we'll probably get a breakout to the upside or to the downside. We'll see how it goes. It looks like this is like the pennant that we're forming right now. So it could be Wednesday. By lunchtime, we'll probably get a good idea. It looks like that's what it looks like there. So UAL on the list. Let's wipe down these lists. Let's just start over. Let's just start over. My picks, new picks here for today. We're gonna do which ones did we do? We did Nvidia, UAL, and then we did AMC low key looks nice, and then oh, Cratera for sure. I like Cratera just as a natural gas play. I'm gonna put that at the top. If you guys are curious on any of these, let me know. I can run back through some of these, but those are the ones we've got covered so far. And I think what's next on the list, fellas. Let's just browse the hot chains and see if we see anything interesting. We've got calls on M. These are $6,000, $700,000. Let's see if we have anything else on that. What we're gonna do is just go up here and put that ticker here. By the way, the link to this is, I pinned it in the comments. I should pin that here. Nobody's chatting right now, of course, but it's pinned. If you guys want to sign up, you can sign up for free and then you can upgrade later. But my link has a 5% discount if you upgrade later or something. But I would just create a free account. So we're seeing a lot of calls right here, $22. Is this the right one? This is Macy's. This is Macy's, I think. I thought this was MasterCard. Macy's. Let's look at the ticker first. Macy's. Okay, so 15-minute, lot of consolidation, big sell-off. This looks like it wants to break out. I mean, to the downside, to the upside, we don't know yet. But it did have a nice consolidation day. I'm low-key. Let's just look at the overall picture of this first. Let's like reset. I low-key want to be bullish because it's still in an uptrend. So we've got this trend here. Wow. So maybe calls on this, huh? But it looks like it's like supporting, respecting this nicely. Maybe like that, you feel me? Back to 23. Interesting. Are we still bullish? Are we feeling bullish or are we feeling bearish? I need to make a poll really quick. Let me get your guys' opinion. Bullish or bearish? Are you guys bullish or bearish? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Bullish, bearish. I'm broke. How about I add a third option? I'm broke. Sad face. Ask my community. Let's go. Okay, so Macy's. It looks bullish as long as it's up this trend there. 15 minutes. It looks bearish because it's making lower highs, I guess is what you want to call it. Like we're up here and then coming down. And then we're going to start adding support and resistance. So this is probably a better place to start right there, like 2161. So we might have a little bit more downside. If we can bounce off of that support, we can go back out. There's really no trends on this just yet though. Just a lot of consolidation here. We could actually add something. That it does look like it's finding a bottom right here. So maybe more consolidation mid lunchtime, then we can get a better idea. But this one could break to the upside as long as we have this uptrend still. By the way, like retail names should do good in recession environments, right? That's why I guess like some of these earnings have been coming out good. A lot of people have been buying recessionary clothes and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that there. Low-key bullish on this, unfortunately. I don't really shop at Macy's, but people are bullish on Macy's. So this might just be a good opportunity. Maybe consolidate a couple days and then break back out. Okay. And we saw the 22s and the 22s and a halves. So those are up here, like right here to the upside. This is low-key boomer stocks though, so maybe we should do more interesting stocks. Let me know. Oh look, Affirm came in. Not really. 45% bullish. 80 gold. People are bullish on gold. If gold's going up, dollar's gonna go down, so that means Powell's gonna be bullish. Ideally, that's what it means, I think. Square's bullish. Ooh, $74 calls. Well, these are for the 1st of January, so this is a little further outdated. 1500, so it's a little further out there. Square in face, AAL. So this is the second airlines that we saw. We saw airline there, and we saw United Airline up here. So maybe something with holidays or something, like holiday travel, 8,000 right here. So yeah, I like airlines. Let's talk about airlines. Let's look at AAL. What do we have here? We have almost 400,000 on calls, and then another 270 on the 14 calls. These are all for the next week. Then everything else is kind of small, right? Let's look at AAL then. I think there might be something going on with, oh shit. I think there might be something going on with just travel. And I honestly like AAL better than UAL. Because this one has the trend here. And we're technically still, we can still bounce off of this. Let's go to a shorter time frame. So it's been consolidating, so I think the bigger move is yet to come. Right, so we might have, yeah. I'm gonna be watching airlines tomorrow. I didn't really care for airlines, but there might be some here. So let's do that. AAL, what were the other ones we were talking about? Macy's. Yeah, we were talking about Macy's, but Nvidia, Cortera is my favorite one. Just buying shares on Cortera. AMC might have upside. And then yeah, I like all that actually. I like airlines a lot. To the upside, and then to the downside, I like Nvidia. And then AMC has potential to the upside. Or both sides really, but we're gonna put that there. There we go. Alright, so I think that's what I'm seeing right now. Airlines doing some support here hopefully, and then we can bounce back up. 14s, possibly this is the breakout that we're waiting for. Let me remove all those strongs so we can see things better. Wow. Yep. So the trend's here technically. Let me add that trend here, and I guess it broke it there, but you could add a sideways support, right? So it's still there. The support's still there. These are just diagonal supports, so the support's still there. So I like airlines still. I don't think this one's bearish just yet. All right, so what do we have next? Let's just dig through some. Oh, we saw these 13.5s. We want to look at some of the orders that came in, right? Before we move on, let's go to show flow. If you guys are learning anything, please hit the like button for me. Helps out my channel, helps out the algorithm. It's been tough right now with the algorithm. What happened to my internet? Reload. I think my internet disconnected. Dang, 1 like for the algorithm, brother. We're gonna move the size up to 50 and see what we've got here. A lot of calls on the, yeah, they came in towards the end of the day. 5,000, 2,000, decent size orders. We're looking at the spreads here, 44s, 43s, 42s, 44s. And so the thing that gives me confidence that these were bought is the spread kind of changed, right? Down to the 42 bid, 43 bid, 42 bid, 43, but they still kept buying them at 44s. So looks like they're buying them on the ask. A lot of these were bought on the ask, which doesn't like confirm it's bullish, but it's leaning. It gives us an indication that if they bought these on the ask, they're more eager to get in this position. So that's why it gets flagged like that. So let me look at Carvana, $6.50 calls. Interesting. This one has 98% multi-leg though, so that's probably a spread. I don't really want to do spreads. I don't like trading spreads. Cause yeah, you just get assigned and stuff. It's just not worth it. It's just a panic. So I got assigned some shares, like, I mean, it was a close spread, but it's still the hassle of going through it. It's just not, the stress is not worth it. Why is it my internet or is it the Unusual Whales platform? It might be the net. It's not my network. I got 15% in internet still. Not 15, but I have good megabytes. Yeah, I got good Wi-Fi. Come on now. I think it can't be. I think it's Unusual Whales. It's not. I think it's the Unusual Whales platform. There we go. Okay, yeah, so these look like spreads, but we're gonna double check. 50. We've got, yeah, they're spreads. 350K came in on the spread order. And yeah, I mean, it's bullish. It looks bullish because they're buying 65s and selling 85s for next week. So they're basically paying 350, but then they're getting 180. So really their trade's like 170. But yeah, call ratio spread, call back spread. I think it's a call debit. It's a call debit spread, or what it looks like to me. So they're gonna get, yeah, I'm not interested in Carvana, to be honest. Unless you guys are. Let's look at the chart. Carvana. Yeah, it's just nasty. It's in a downtrend. It's doing sideways movements right now. Just trying to find some light. Yeah, and this one's gonna go bankrupt, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Bruh. Under the trend there, I'm just not feeling this one, to be honest. I know the flow says it's bullish, but I'm feeling bearish. So we're still underneath this trend over here. Right, so I just don't want to bother with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this one, unfortunately. Yeah, MACD is completely dead. I mean, what do you want from me? I'm not touching Carvana. Let's look. Carvana in phase play. Something going on with play. But these are for the second week of there's more UAL and AL. AAL, UAL. A lot of more calls on those. Moderna play 36. These are 35s, 370s for calls on Netflix. Oh shoot. I think that's all I'm interested in looking at, honestly. Let's look at the put side now. We're gonna do puts, and this is more of my jam, honestly. I'm a big bear, so I like these. Let's look at what we got. Nothing bearish. This is interesting here. AMC $5.50. Ooh, let's look at AMC. So we were bullish on it. Possibly if we can hold this double bottom here. Is that what we said? So the trend on like a 15-minute looked bullish to me. That looked bullish on the 15-minute because it had a downtrend. We broke out. It looks bullish on the 15-minute. But it looks on the bigger time frame, we're still in a downtrend. See that? We got this trend right here that we're still going against. But I will say the MACD's bullish, well, on the upside, right? Bearish momentum is trying to go to the bullish side. From the bear to the bullish side. So this on the 1 hour. So I think those calls do have some realism. Yeah, some realism. But the main resistance is going to be $6 up here. 602, 6 something. That's our resistance. I think we stay bearish until we get above this level. Right. On the 15-minute, you can swing something short term, go up to 6, then come back down. So short term, maybe some upside is 6, then maybe come back down, or up to 6, and then keep going up. Like a nice little pullback. You're gonna fight a resistance. You're gonna get up in there sideways and then go up. Or we could just go straight down. But I think there's short-term upside right now. Yeah, because MACD crossed bullish momentum. So short-term upside on AMC, I think. 15-minute. I think tomorrow might be upside for AMC, honestly. Holding above some of these nice supports, which like 560. Yeah, about 565. Yeah, broke that downtrend. It's got some legs, brother. Yeah. Upside on AMC short term. Got some consolidation breaking out. Level of resistance is gonna possibly be up here, 580. But big target $6. Yeah, I like that. 5-minute, 15-minute looks good. Let's look at those 550 puts that they were talking about. This is, oh, so these are further out. So that does make sense, actually. The calls were, let's look at the calls really quick. The calls are short term, so that makes sense. And then the puts are longer term, so 3-4 weeks, maybe a month out. Yeah. And then these are shorter time calls. Okay, so we're gonna stay bullish short term for AMC, long term bearish. I think that's a good plan. Let's keep on rolling, boys. Let's keep on rolling. Google 66%. If you guys have any questions, please add those to the chat. And we can help answer any questions. Well, my opinion, it's not financial advice, but AMC, Google, looking at shorter time frame stuff here. Coinbase, this is actually one I forgot to talk about. I like Coinbase to the downside if we have a bearish tilt to the results tomorrow to the Mr. Powell. Just because obviously there's a downtrend here. Got a downtrend. Broke our support here, that purple line there. And then we don't have any support down here, guys. So if I go to a daily time frame, these are uncharted waters almost. We've got no history back here, right? Because IPO was all the way up here. So I really do like this one to the downside. Yeah, it's a good one to the downside. The only thing I will say about Coinbase is I think they have hella cash on their balance sheet. So they do have a lot of cash on their balance sheet, but I don't know if it's their customers' balance sheet or like if it's their customers' cash or if it's theirs. Let me show you guys really quick. From a chart perspective, I like Coinbase to the downside, but this one could definitely also do kind of a short squeeze. So cash and cash equivalents, $100 billion. They've got no debt. So that is like insane for Coinbase. It's like bullish. They have 100 billion. They're worth only 11 billion. But there's just so much negative press on crypto right now that it's like, do you get greedy here and keep shorting it, you know? Because there's no support down here. I honestly want to lean this to the bullish side. I'm not going to lie. If it gets above some of these levels, let's say if it goes back above like even like 45, I would think, because we've got pretty good support up here. Let me see. We've got like we got good support here. This will be good support. If we can get up to this area up here, then we could run it back up to like 60, I think. So this is one I don't really have a plan for. It's definitely stays on my watch list though, because if the market's bearish like today, 9% drop. You just ride the trend. If it's bullish, this one has pretty good upside, I think, because it's got a lot of cash and it's been beat up pretty bad. They're doing bad in revenue, I guess, but they're still bringing in about 2 billion each year. So let me go back to some of those numbers here. So price to sales is 2.2. So they're actually bringing in 5 billion annually. That's what it looks like. And well, I think that's going to change actually, because they're not going to be bringing in that much money with a lot of activity users and all that going down, and just crypto in general going down. So that's why they actually only brought in 300 or 500 million versus like back here they were bringing in, yeah. That's it. See, their revenue is coming down 1 billion 800. You see the trend here, 500. You guys see the trend here, fellas? 2 billion to 1 billion to half 800, and then to 500,000. So there is a downtrend in revenue, which I don't like. They definitely have that cash balance sheet, but I mean, these guys could start trading lower. Like Mara is back to a $4 stock. Riot is back to like a $4 stock too. So downside on Coinbase for sure. But out of the cryptos, I think I like Coinbase the best. But we're gonna stick with the trend. It looks like it got rejected, so probably more downside on Coinbase, honestly. Yeah, if we can get back up to these higher levels where there's some confidence in buyers, then you can start getting back in it. So that makes sense why people are getting puts, I guess, if you want to be greedy. Yeah. These expire next week, it looks like. And then I think everything else, we can look at more Coinbase. Let's look and see if there's any other Coinbase stuff coming in. What is this? Oh, this is the UAL stuff. We're going to look at Coinbase. We're going to add some volume here so we can get a better idea. More money going into puts, 35s, 38s. Yeah. These are kind of down the middle though. I will say there's more volume. Where's the volume to open interest? I like this one the best, the call, the $40 call. 3.13. But it's got less volume. So honestly, I think these two are the best ones. The 35 and the 45s are the ones that have the most volume relative to open interest. And then these, the $30 puts, wow. People risky with those. And these don't have multi-leg, so that's nice. Alright. Well, good stuff there with Coinbase. Let's see if we can find one or two more plays, and then I think that should wrap it up. Unless you guys have any questions. How long we've been streaming? For almost an hour. Woo! If you guys are still here, please hit the like button for your boy. Helps out the channel. Ford 1350 puts. They're close to the money. Pretty good volume. 235,000 in premium. Wow. So did we fly through all this pretty quick? We didn't really see much. Yeah, we saw. We flew through this pretty fast, honestly. Ford's the next one that I was looking at. Let's look at what Ford's doing. Ford Motor Company. This one looks somewhat bullish, honestly, from a daily time frame. It looks like it has room for 14, and then maybe we get swatted back down. Swatted. Yeah, looks like uptrend here, and then it's, yeah, it's got room. I would say 14. Yeah, MACD wants to cross over, bullish momentum. I think this one has upside to like 1390, 1390. Yeah, 1390 is good. This also could be a bear flag, but I don't think it's a bear flag. The only reason I say it's a bear flag is because it's consolidating here. Pretty steep downtrend. So the bear flag would be like back to the lows, which would be low 13s. So this one could go both ways. We just have to play it. I know that doesn't help much. 1350s for next week. They are currently 30 cents. Wow. These are not bad. Let's look at these. Let's look at Ford first and see if there's any other stuff on Ford. Ford, there's $15 calls. Okay. This is nice. There's not that many options on this. So it's either the 15 calls or the 1350 calls. Or puts, I'm sorry. Yeah, so maybe they're selling these out, it looks like, because it's bearish premium, so they're probably selling these out. And they're buying these. Yeah, so we're bearish overall, I think. Bro, I can't believe Trippy just stood me out like that, bro. That's not right. I think we're gonna stay bearish on this one. I think we gotta wait though. We gotta wait. Wow. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't know about that. Sorry, my brother's just texted me. We're gonna stay bearish maybe on this. Bullish, and then if we can break underneath the trend, bearish then. Dang, sorry, I just got distracted. Qualcomm, let's look ANET. Nah, I don't really care for ANET. So not much more really going on. Everything else is under like 200,000. So that might just do it for us, guys. What did we talk about last? Oh, Coinbase. So we're gonna add these to the list here. I think in Nvidia and Coinbase. So then there's a nice little watch list for tomorrow or for the next couple of days. Cortera, UAL, AAL, AMC, Nvidia, Coinbase. Yeah, I think that's good. So if you guys want to sign up for Unusual Wells, my link is down below. I've posted it in here as well. And you guys can get a discount, and it helps my channel. And then also, you can follow me on Twitter. I post some stuff up here sometimes. And that helps me out too. But I hope you guys found value in today's video. Let me run through SPY really quick. just some stuff that I see. 15 minute. Let's go to a 1 hour. Oh, we already covered SPY. You know, I was thinking about this again. This kind of looks like a bear flag, huh? Right here. The thing is, the MACD looks like it wants to cross over. Bullish momentum might pivot here and continue being bullish. I don't know how the futures are handling it right now, but short term it looks bullish. But it also looks like a bear flag. Wow, there's no winning here, huh? So we just gotta wait for Mr. Powell, I think. That's the way we gotta go about it. So I'm gonna wrap up this stream. Unfortunately, I didn't get too many people tuning in, but hopefully you guys can join me for the next one. And we'll go from there. You guys have a good evening. I'm gonna see you guys in the next stream. Peace.